So, guys, hey, Melanie, gals, I should say. Andy, you're the only guy, so you get to be with all these beautiful women today. So today is our Connect to Collaborate, and this is really for y'all and what questions you have, any scenario you're dealing with that that you want some collaboration and help with. It just really is anything y'all want to talk about today. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Kath, how are you?
Good.
I got a quick question.
All right. What's that, Leanne?
Okay, on the funnels, I just started the funnels. And so last night I had a missed call from them. So how do I find out who that was that called? Do I just go back on that dashboard and get the information from there? I guess I should have looked there already, but.
Yeah, when you go into your contacts, it should be the very top contact that was in there. It would
Okay.
probably be the last one you got, I would imagine.
Okay.
And in the middle, it will it'll show like missed call or a call, where like the conversations you might have back and forth with them via text.
But so far, every one I've gotten has been, they don't answer, unfortunately.
When you call them.
You want me to give you a trade secret on how to eliminate that?
Sure.
So I have deleted I have 4 buyer's agents, and I have deleted the part where it no longer calls them. We don't get a whisper call. So basically what they get is a text message that says you have a new lead, reach out to them, make some money. And it has the phone number in there. So I've told them to take that phone number and from their personal cell phone, send them a text and say, hey, this is Andy with EXP. I saw where you filled out a form on Facebook wanting information on new construction properties. I am about to call you from this number, and put in your cell phone number and say, please answer. And then send them that text and wait about 2 minutes and then call them. And 90% of the time they'll answer. Most people don't answer a phone call that they don't know, they don't recognize the number.
Right.
Exactly.
But if you text them beforehand and tell them who you are and why you're calling, they'll answer.
Okay. I'll give that a try then.
And that's just a text, that you can create, keep in your notes section on your phone and just copy and paste it every time.
Yeah.
So you're not rewriting. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing. Who else has something? Who has a big win to celebrate? Let's say that.
Let me tell you, just so you don't get discouraged on the new construction, because we are offering that to people that we bring on board. So I wanted to test it out for myself. Didn't really need a whole lot because I'm generating almost all of our sales are coming from YouTube, but I decided to give it a go and see. So we've been running these ads, new construction ads, at $10 a day for about 2 months now. And we just finally put our first one under contract. So they're going to close on December 22nd. So we've been running ads for 2 months, and we're closing on one. It's it's $300,000, but the fact is it's going to be,
Right.
I mean, it
pay
definitely
for the rest
paid
of the
for
year ads for sure.
And I've got a new construction here in Mississippi that we're closing on, hopefully by the middle of the month. It didn't come off a funnel, but I've been working with this guy for a couple of years. He lives in New York. He has a co-op he was trying to sell. He finally got it under contract, and hopefully it will be closing by mid-month so we can close on this new home. But it's only, $330,000 here in Mississippi too. So
they're all good.
No doubt.
So Andy, curious. So 2 months in, how many leads have you generated right now? Like how many is in the database that's come from there?
We currently are sitting at about 78 leads. Now, I could probably double that if I doubled ad spend, but I wanted to get the kinks worked out in it. I'm going to tell you that we're only running the new construction so I could see how it worked. And I wanted to also teach these 4 buyers agents that I have how the system works, get them acclimated to it. And so I was targeting low hanging fruit, just to try to get that done. I'm about to switch gears after the first of the year and start running, waterfront funnels so that
Yeah.
I can target the $1 million up condos that
Yeah.
are on the water here. And so I think it's going to be a higher quality lead. I'm probably going to have
Yeah.
to, it may be a little bit higher on the cost. You know, right now I'm running at like $4.50 a lead is what I'm running at. So we're getting on average, 2 to 3 leads a day. And, but 50% of those are crap. I mean, that's just the
Yeah.
truth. That 50% of them are not any good at all. Some of them immediately reply, stop. I don't want to, I didn't fill out a form, whatever. So
Right.
I'm just deleting those out of the system. So what I'm telling you that to tell you this, I've probably generated 150 leads, but I have deleted the ones that say stop, leave me alone. They're gone. I don't leave them in my system. Now, Michael
Yeah.
Reese will tell you leave them in there, but I don't want them in there. If they don't want to talk to me, I don't want to talk to them. So
Yeah.
they're gone. So we have 78 people that we're actually having conversations with. So
Nice. Great. Leanne, I'd love to hear, as you get going a little bit longer in there, how that's going for you.
Okay.
To Andy's point, it's, these are cold leads that even though they've raised their hand with whatever you're running your ad about,
New
they're
construction.
still cold leads. So, the reason I was asking Andy how many he had in his database, Michael says that, on average, you got to get 200 or 300 in there, right, to get a deal underway. So, he's gotten 150 or so, deleted half of them, like he just mentioned, but he's about on par, a little bit ahead, right? 150 leads, and now he's closing a deal coming up later this month. So, so just kind of know that it's probably going to take a few to get the first one, but
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
that's a good thing to
numbers,
know.
it's a numbers game, like everything in real estate is.
Right.
No matter
well, and
what
I
you're
will
doing.
tell you this: the system, what we basically teach when we're selling this funnel system or giving it away, but is basically, it's a numbers game. If
Yep.
you get to 100 leads, you're going to close one sale. You get to two, it's just math. But
Yep.
the point I'm trying to make is on that is you're going to have a higher closing ratio if you could just let the system work. You could just let the system weed out the ones that don't want to talk to you or whatever. But I mean, I have 4 buyers agents who are top key and on par, and they're constantly calling them, emailing them, and we're trying to get a response out of them. We're trying to get whether either leave me the heck alone or yes, I want more information. We want one of the 2 responses. If I get the, leave me the heck alone, well, then they're gone. Get them out of here.
Right.
We don't want to talk to
Right. We don't want to get
them.
sued for harassment.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just don't. I mean, I've just developed that attitude that I just don't want to. I don't even want to communicate with somebody who don't want to talk to me. I mean, it's just see ya, sayonara. So I mean, but the point of that is that if you could just let the system work. I mean, it's designed to just weed out the ones that don't want to talk to you. But if you're a little more aggressive like we are, and you do call them and you're constantly trying to, get them to engage, it does increase your chances of converting one to a sale and actually getting people to have a conversation with you.
And how many times would you suggest that we reach out to them? I mean, how many times is too much?
Oh, I'm going to do it till they buy or die.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
agree.
Or tell you to leave them alone? Okay.
exactly. They gonna
I
have
mean,
to.
the statistics in real estate in general is 5 to 7 touches before somebody becomes an actual client, right?
Yeah.
That's in general. So that's not just cold people, right, that are coming in off of an ad. So
Yeah,
I'd
that
say
might even be people that know
probably
you.
even higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for the funnels, I'd say it could be higher. So, like to his point, just stay in touch with them. You know, and Leanne, what a lot of us are doing is creating a newsletter, right? As you start building your database, now create a newsletter with things of value for your, for your prospects. Like maybe you feature a home of the week that's a new construction, or give some value about home buying tips or something like that, right? So not only are you just trying to call, text, maybe consider giving them something like, an email weekly with things of value, or bi-weekly, whatever you want to do, a thing is of value. And I think that too will help increase your conversions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually go in Chat GPT and and like whatever area you're in, just say it's Nashville, Tennessee. So you could go in and do a weekly newsletter on Chat GPT and say, give me the top 5 things to do this week in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yep.
And they will, and say, I'm trying to just tell it what you want to do. I want to create a newsletter that is targeting new construction buyers in the, blah, 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 in the Nashville, Tennessee area. And it will give you what you asked for, and it'll spit it out. And then it'll give you links to these different articles, and that you could create a newsletter off of. And it's really easy to do once you ask ChatGPT to do it. I actually have mine set up to where it sends me an email every Monday morning with all the local stuff to do for the week, so
Oh,
that I
that's
can
nice.
post on Facebook and everything else. The thing, ChatGPT emails me. I don't even have to go in and ask it. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I need to do that.
Yeah, you can learn how to do it on freedomteamsupport.com and go to our go to our YouTube channel and look
Yeah.
up the AI stuff that Nick Krim has done. He teaches you how to do it in there.
Okay. Okay. I will give that a shot. Thank y'all.
Yep.
Your thing. Anybody else have anything? Craig, good to see you.
Hello there.
Hey.
This is my first meeting, so I'm green as green can be.
Well, welcome. Where are you from? Where are you
Columbia,
at?
South Carolina.
Columbia, South Carolina. I love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I do have a
Well, today, Craig, what we do here is it's really just, we call it Connect to Collaborate. And it's just a place where where the agents can come together, where we can just really collaborate together, help you with anything that maybe you're stuck on, or if you have a situation with one of your houses or a buyer or a listing, right? It's like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this, or I don't know, what to do. Any of that stuff. We're here just to collaborate together. More minds are better than one, typically. So, so welcome. So,
Thank you.
yeah. So if you have something, feel free to ask.
All right.
Katie, what do you have?
Hi, my name is Katya.
Katya, yes, you said that last week and the week before and the week before, I think. So we'll get it.
That's all right. So I signed for the mentor program. So I'm a mentor, not a mentee.
Yep.
And so I was wondering if you have any strategy or how to market to your mentees so they pick you. So how do that works? If somebody's here as a mentor.
I would connect with your local broker, or brokers, because they typically, I think, are the ones that assign them. And so they're always looking for, where are you located? What state?
And Denver, Colorado.
Okay, fantastic. So I would go in and connect with each of your brokers and maybe schedule, if you can schedule like a 5-minute phone call with them and just tell them what your experience is and that you're really looking to do some mentoring and you're signed up and, you're one of the approved mentors and you just wanted to, connect with them just to remember you when they're, getting new agents coming on, they're looking for mentors. So I think that's one of the things I would do.
Oh, great. That's a great idea. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have anything? They usually get assigned, Katya, like I said. So I think just connecting with, and there's multiple brokers there in Colorado. And I don't know if it's the designated managing broker that assigns, or I would reach out to each of them individually and just have, like I said, that 5-minute conversation. Let them know you're certified, you're looking to take on mentors and and connect with other realtors that in Denver and Colorado that are doing agent attraction, and let them know, like, hey, if you have any new agents coming on that are going to need a mentor, I'm a mentor. I'd love to, be your mentor of choice for your people. Because if agents that are doing attraction no mentors, a lot of times we can just recommend them, right, and they just go straight through pretty easily. So that's the other thing, just get to know. And there's a lot of Colorado people on here, so each on Tuesdays when we're training and all the other days we're training, so just get to know some of them. And like I said, raise your hand. So if anybody's from here, from Colorado, besides Jeff. But Jeff, Katya was saying that she's a mentor and she's just looking for some mentees. So if you know of anybody, if anyone's coming in new, so Jeff brings in agents, and sometimes they're new. So Katya is looking for mentees. She's up there in Denver, Jeff. So
Okay.
yeah.
Very
So
cool.
just FYI. David, what you got, buddy?
All right, try to turn on my microphone. How y'all doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good. One tip for her is look like, does you speak Spanish or another language too?
Do you speak another language, Katya?
I think she does.
Which language?
You're muted, Katya.
You're unmuted.
I speak Spanish. My first language is Spanish, actually.
Okay.
That's
Good to
good.
know
I
too.
speak
Yeah.
some Spanish too, but I spoke a lot of different dialects in Vietnamese. So maybe you promoting those so they will
Yeah.
more comfortable working with the people who speak their languages.
Mm-hmm.
And if I would, it's nothing wrong with speaking one language, but if I would you, I would like to get somebody kind of understand my culture and
Yeah.
know my language. And sometimes with the bilingual, some word you may not understand how to say in English and all that. So it's very helpful. And
That's a good point, David.
yeah, and like myself, I did loan and also real estate. So when you have everybody do different way, before I even doing loan with my client Vietnamese, the way that they keep the money, the way to put the money in the bank, you
Mm-hmm.
know, it's not. It's like some of them they just way before. Not a lot of them direct deposit before, like people having paycheck, and sometimes they just don't have time to get the work in. They just wait until 4 or 5 paycheck to put in
Yeah.
time, and
Yeah.
that's bigger. The bank they say, well, you make only $500 a month. Why it's a 2,000, and then you have to give all those. So if you know about the culture, the way people doing work, it would be helpful to helping them. So as a
Yeah.
mentor myself, so as a mentor to them, got to show out the point that stuff that that a lot of our mentor won't understand,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I'm sure
Good point.
it's help for them, and it's
Yeah.
a great value for them.
That's good. Thanks,
But
David.
maybe
Yeah.
your
My claim to fame for Spanish is when I was in 9th and 10th grade, I loved it. Like loved Spanish. And then I was at home one night practicing, and my whole family made fun of me talking Spanish with my Southern accent. So then they hurt my feelings, and then I just quit. Like I was so
Oh,
mad. I know.
Oh,
I was loving it. I would have been perfect at it. The
I
Spanish,
can't roll my R's. I could never roll my
I
R's.
could. I was having a hard time. We were
can't
really
do it.
kind of, yeah, it's hard. It's hard,
You
but
have to make them the feeling. People say put yourself in other people's shoes, but you have to make them like last week. Is that last week or last 2 weeks ago? I went to the Arlington High School and to do a speak for them about the real estate. So my youngest daughter went to ninth grade this year. So I have a chance to meet with the principal, and I told him I'm a certified public speaker with ESB, and I can share free. If anything I can do is for free, I just donate for them. But he took it to the next level. So he had it for his school, and that's the only school I know of, which is awesome. Every Friday they call it Career Friday, and they
nice.
invite all the parents of the high school that come in, whoever volunteer. Just it take turns. So two parents per week come in and share what they're doing. Like myself in real estate and loan. I mean, they have other people doing doctor, whatever the career, is, which is awesome. So we have students coming there. So to make the story about people laughing, I would they have a small room about 10 or less students. So when I was there, I speak. I still have an accent. And one of the young guy, he was laughing so hard, he don't understand. And people were all of them just like, well, what you laughing at? I'm not saying anything funny, but I'm knowing that my probably they never heard somebody speak the English the way I spoke. Right? This sound
Yeah,
funny. So
that's me in Spanish, how I will
I
speak
would
in
put them on.
Spanish.
So instead of I'll tell them a story. If I would if I would in your country, this is what I do, and I would actually, I came to the United States. I was their age, and my English back then it was, but I would feel lost because when speaking school and everybody speak English, you don't know the language. So I'm gonna get them experiment that by speak to them in Vietnamese. So let me gonna put yourself in the situation. So pretend me to be teaching you in Vietnamese. So I speak a bunch of Vietnamese. Hôm nay em tới nói chuyện với anh chị này kia nè. So I'm asking her, after that, he understanding it and he feeling it. He would engage and he ask questions. So it's a phenomenon. So sometimes people laugh. It's not because of your accent, because they don't know what you're saying, and sometimes it's like sound funny to them, right? But 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 you have to
Yeah.
keep.
Just gotta keep
Katya,
it moving.
if I can throw one thing out to Katya, one thing that I would recommend is um, be by one of the things that will build this long term for you if you're wanting to be a mentor is to be a good mentor. I mean, if you're someone that will help the agents that you bring in, you're going to get a name for that. And you're going to have the brokers will know. And when we get someone, because I shop a lot of people hunting for a good mentor. And one of the things, 90% of the mentors are great. Every so often you get somebody who they're doing it, but they don't really help as much as they could. And if you're someone that helps your mentees understand how to do a transaction, understand paperwork, and you're available when they call, you're going to develop that name. And long term, you're going to have the brokers knowing that this is someone worth talking to. And you're going to have people like Jeff and me and stuff that when we have someone in your area that we're going to want you as a mentor. Does that make sense? That doesn't help you immediately, but that helps long term because you're going to stand out.
Yeah.
It's important to, like, I think a good mentor, you bring them with you. You take them on inspections. You take them on when you're showing homes. You take them on listing appointments. You just, that my first broker really, like, I just was like, he just took me with him like everywhere, and that helped me so much just being there versus just sitting down, like, because I've had mentors even locally here, like, well, call me when you got a deal, I'll help you. Like that's not, no, you shouldn't even be mentoring. I mean, that's not, they don't know what they're doing. Like, it's like, they need help from how do I open a lockbox? I mean, this is where some of these agents are starting, it's just, we don't know anything when we come in, and so they need somebody to really be there for them.
And EXP has a good kind of mentor program too, or mentee program, that they do to kind of help the mentees. get rolling and understanding they're running a business and all that for sure. So.
Thought you were gonna ask something or say something.
No, I was just going to say
Okay.
that I love to teach. I used to teach at the university in Peru
Right.
also, and my bachelor's is in internal communication.
Yeah.
So I really like, and it was one of my goals, like my 10-year goal when since ever it's been like now I'm almost at that 10-year mark.
Yeah.
It was to be a coach or a mentor or help
Wonderful.
somebody. It was
See, you're the
difficult.
people we need. You're the kind of mentors we need for sure. That have that heart and a desire and that passion to do that. And then that you have your teaching behind you, like, is a whole nother benefit.
I really like it. So yeah, I will definitely connect with Jeff, with Bill, and with other people that I can check and maybe try to have coffee with them so they know me a little bit more. Because in the phone, it's difficult for me. I'm more person to person and or Zoom because I talk with my hands.
Yeah. So everybody can see.
The
Yeah.
group, like a local group or something, like some of the new, actually people getting licensed or people ask for real estate. You may not only mentor for them, but you may be attracting some of that agent taking the class, and
Mm-hmm.
they can put you as a sponsor and put you as a mentor, or if you qualify you can, or actually you can start up your own team. Say I have a team member right now, actually just texted me. We just had I had a big client which is I sold house for their grandmother and their parent, and now it's she get a license. I know her before she old. So basically, she's got to get her license. I'm not only mentor and coach and helping her. So what I taught her, which very powerful, is like it take me about 3 hours trying to figure out do the contract upload sky slope. Now I put in a template, so she came to my home office. She put in her laptop and look at what I have and copy whatever I have on my template, so she can write a contract and put everything in within about less than 10 minutes instead of 3 hours on that. So if you get some kind of system, it would be helpful for them. And like the other gentleman say, like Bill said, that would be helpful because we want, if we like I'm attracted, I'm we attracting, we recruiting, so we have agent everywhere too. So we have it, we find somebody good because we want the key if we want them. See, I even refer some of my guys to a good team leader. So if they don't doing anything, they better join somebody that they know what they're doing. One of the Kathy Carter, we had Rebecca. So she under direct with Kathy, but she joined my team as a team member, so I can help her get her first deal. She white, but she speaks Spanish fluently. So I was coaching, helping her to leverage in those. So I had one of his Spanish client, which is my Spanish okay, but not enough to do a whole transaction. So we worked with her, and she got the close. So I think it's speaking another language is a plus. It's an extra service you can provide to a client. But well, congratulations! And how long did you say you've been with ESP, Katie?
Less than a month,
Oh,
Mhm.
well,
but I've been doing real estate for 15 years.
but you're lucky. We have a good team here. You got Jeff Morel here. You have Kathy. You got you. You have everybody here. We're here to support you. I'm doing it since 2002, and I'm just capped this month, working my 8-time icon agent. So I got 9 months left to do that. Anything I can help.
What a slacker you are, David.
I say it again. Say it again now.
I said, such a slacker you are. Not 989 icon you're getting ready to have. So good.
I just capped for my 8. So
Uh,
9 would be.
Oh, you're going on 8 icon. Yeah.
I'm working on my 8 icon. So we
Yeah.
got
Wow.
3, 4 closings. So probably in a few more months. I don't know where the next one coming up yet, but majority of mine is refers from people. I don't really take new client. That's why as a team leader, if you have somebody call from my site, I told them just get a buy agent. I told my team member just put the name, say you want to see inside, call me. Get the sign to put next to my sign so that way they call them instead of call me, so they can get all the buy lead.
There you go. That's good. All right. Does anybody else have anything? Welcome, Katia, by the way, to the family, to the mentors, all of it. So
Thank you.
appreciate you being here. Does anybody else have something that is stirring on their mind that they or a struggle they're dealing with that they're looking for some help with?
Virginia does.
Virginia.
Hey, you
Help.
guys. Good
Help.
morning.
Hey. Good morning.
I just signed on last night, so I'm in the midst of doing my onboarding, and I'm very excited
Wow,
to get
good for you.
going.
Welcome. Where are you at?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay. Nice.
Omaha.
Nice.
Fun.
That's awesome. Who sponsored you into EXP? How did it work?
Kelly Fasterling.
Nice. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's right here in
And-
Colorado Springs, where I'm at. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
very cool. It's good to have you
Well,
on board.
welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
How
Virginia,
long
Is
you
there
been
a question or something we can help you with? Or are you
No,
just
I'm just
in the
getting through
process of
all the transition stuff. So 2 weeks before, I had signed on with Keller Williams, and then I discovered EXP, and I thought this was better for me.
yeah. Are you new to real estate?
Absolutely new. I passed my test November the 6th.
Wonderful.
and new?
Congrats.
Well, you'll
Still
get,
dripping.
kind of as we've been talking about, one of the things you'll get is assigned a mentor up there in Nebraska. And so, on the flip side of this conversation that we were having with Katia, I would recommend maybe just asking to be able to interview a couple of different mentors. They don't typically just give you a couple, to interview. They just usually assign a mentor, and everyone has to get certified to become a mentor. That is a mentor here. But since you're going to be the mentee, I would encourage you to, maybe see if you can get a couple of options and interview people and just see who you feel like you gel the best with.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I did interview with one that yesterday.
Okay.
And so that seemed to go well, but I know that there's some other ones here. And I
Yeah.
love your idea of having more options.
Yeah. And just ask the broker, there, hey, could you give me a couple of options for me to, just to connect with 2 or 3 of them and just see who I think will be a good fit for me and
Okay.
what they're doing and what they're offering and just who you gel with
Mhm.
personality wise, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Have
Okay,
you-
good idea. Thank you, Kathy.
And I'm sure they taught you, Virginia, Kelly, or whoever, the Fast Cap program
Yeah.
as a new agent.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was just looking. The next one starts January 7th. You probably already know that. But for any of you guys that are new to EXP, or whether you've been in the business for 3 weeks or 25 years, I think the Fast Cap program is a great program to go through. We've had agents at all different levels go through it and come out of it just like, wow, that was great. 6 weeks. So definitely worth doing. But January 7th is the next one. So, and they're doing
But
one
you'll
in
get-
Spanish. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I was going to say, you have a separate platform for yourself being a mentee, and so I would encourage you to go through that first, and kind of work through that. It's going to really set you up to set a good foundation for yourself to kind of take the ball and run with it. After you've kind of built your foundation there.
I'm definitely going to be going through the training program with Charity.
Oh, yeah, good. She connected you with her. Oh, yeah, she's fabulous. So good deal.
Yeah.
That'd be
So
great.
we're going to be connected to the hip for it's probably a year, but at least for 3
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, fantastic.
Very cool.
Yeah, Charity will be fantastic for that to help you.
Yeah.
So all things new to real estate.
Except for property management. That's what I did for about 15 years. So housing I'm familiar with, which has always been my passion. And so that's
Well.
kind of why I'm here.
Yeah.
good
Well,
time to
we're
be
glad
out
to have
of
you.
property management.
Yeah.
It's a good time to be out.
Yes.
At least in Colorado.
Good time to be out.
Yeah.
Virginia, did you survive the blizzard that came through?
Last
Or
week I
did
was
you
in
get it?
Florida with visiting my family, and so I came just as it had ended, but still
Perfect
frigidly
timing.
cold.
Gotcha.
So
I
Virginia,
got family in Omaha and Council Bluffs, and I grew up in Okoboji, Iowa. So I know your area well.
Yeah.
so you know,
Well, where are you, Bill?
I'm now in Orlando, Florida. I was in Texas for 35 years, but I'm a Northwest Iowan by birth for the first 14 years of my life.
Good. So you know all about it.
I do.
Craig, I saw you raise your hand when we mentioned the fast cap. Is that something you're getting signed up for as well?
Yeah, I signed up for it this morning and also Fast Tracked.
Okay.
That starts at the end of January. They're gonna overlap for about 4 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I've been an agent for about 12 years, so
Okay.
I was gonna skip the mentorship,
Yeah.
but I definitely want to get into your system. I've been with traditional agencies. I was with Caldwell Banker until I switched over last week to this.
Okay.
So excited to see how all this works.
Yeah. Welcome. Who sponsored you?
Kelly.
Kelly?
Yeah.
Kelly's been
yeah.
on a roll here lately.
Yeah, yeah. She's great. She's
awesome.
she's kicking butt from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
My wife is a traveling nurse and she's actually looking at her next assignment possibly in Littleton. And
Oh, really?
so
Okay.
if we get out that way, I'll be able to meet her personally and whoever else she's got out there. So
Yeah.
Wonderful.
yeah.
Where are
Yeah.
you at right now? Did you say?
Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
close to Littleton.
What's that?
I'm close to Littleton.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So let me know if you need
Yeah.
anything. And yeah.
Yeah, she tries to stay out here on the East Coast so that we can see each other every couple of weeks. She's in Youngstown, Ohio now, and I will drive up or wherever she is. I mean, she's been all over. But if she ends up getting a job in Colorado, I'll have to fly. It's just a little too long to drive, so I'll have to fly out. And so I'll probably spend a week out there, and I'll probably catch one of these during that week, and then make arrangements to meet y'all. So that'll be good.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, Craig, I have to show you. So I already like you. So
I was gonna say, in the meantime, you got that dog to keep you company.
look, you see mine?
Yeah, I do. Where are you,
Oh,
Lola?
he looks like yours. Actually, he's not mine. He's my son. So I don't have a grandkid. I get a grand dog is what I get right now. So I get to watch him when my son's at work and when I'm home. But I saw you pick your dog, like your little Frenchie up. They're the
She'll
best.
make a lot of noise if I don't.
Oh, this one just lays over here and snores. Actually, makes noise just that way.
They all snore.
Yeah, they do.
Snore and fart. That's their job.
Yeah,
And they're
they
good.
do that too.
Yeah.
That's probably TMI for everybody, but anyway.
If you have a Frenchie, you know.
You do know. Oh, that's for sure.
Who else? Anybody else got
else?
anything? Any questions at all?
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm looking for, or y'all know, or have any connection in the Jackson, Mississippi? I see Kathy reply to Lee Ann.
Well, asking Leanne because she's in Mississippi.
Is Leanne, are you in Jackson, Mississippi?
I am.
Oh, okay. I'm up 3.5 hours away. How long have you been there?
In Jackson, pretty much all my life. I lived in Sacramento for about 10 years, but I was raised here.
Jackson, Mississippi. Okay, cool. You know any good property management out there that they're doing? Because I'm looking to buy a strip mall center about 61,000 square foot out there.
Uh-huh.
Let me look up the street name. Maybe you give me some feedback on it. But I haven't. I known about Jackson, but I haven't really been there myself.
Yeah.
Like doing business out there. If
Leanne, why don't you put your number in the chat
yeah,
and
yeah,
let
we'll do
David
that.
Yeah,
give
I'll
you
put
a
my
call?
number in the chat, and there's a broker that I work for that does property management, and he's been in the business for his whole life. His parents actually started the brokerage company when they were younger, and I think he would be a great person to help you out.
That would be great. That would be
Yeah.
great. I will call you after the call here, and then and ask you some questions about the area and all that stuff. But,
Okay.
yeah, they gave the actually they gave out to the free, which is a great way. As I found out, instead of paying for security, they donate a space to a Jackson Police Department, so they they get rid of security because all the police car parked right there, so it kind of scare off the criminal. So it's phenomenal, and yeah. Can you get me what's your number? I'm gonna save your
I
number.
put it in the chat.
Okay, I do that. I haven't seen it yet. Let me see. Oh, I got it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Leanne.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'll call you after this.
Okay.
That's all I got. Thank you.
Who else? Melanie, do you have anything we can help you with today? I know I got on late. Maybe you guys have already talked about some things too. I was in a Zoom meeting before I got on here. So
My favorite thing was, since I am brand new, was marketing. So I've got like door hangers, and I was going to go around and pass those out. I'm trying to like chat GPT a script so I don't ramble too much, but just very much like, hey, I'm your neighbor. Just want to make sure you have my card and shut up. That's my go-to script right now.
right.
But if we have 4 inches of snow on the ground and I don't want to look like a fool knocking on the door in snow, but I'm like, hey, I bet no one else is doing it. So
Yeah. So looking for like a script when you go to the door?
yeah, like I was just gonna like drop it and run, and I'm like, well, you're already there. You might as well knock on the door and see if someone answers the door and have a conversation with them.
Right. Anybody have any thoughts on that? Script for the door? I door knocked one day.
That's what I figured it's gonna be. I got about 50 of them.
I did it one day 23 years ago. So
Yeah.
I haven't done it since, but
But maybe I will just drop them and run. I was just pretty much gonna say, hey, I'm your neighbor. Wanted to make sure you have my card. I live right down the street.
So, Melanie, what I would say is I don't have a script necessarily for you, but what I would say is I mean, you might get lucky with doing that one time, but if you can just set up a campaign of some kind for your neighborhood, maybe you start with the door hanger and
Okay.
then maybe mail a postcard every month or every 2 months. I know that,
More touches. Okay.
yeah, that gets expensive, but the key to, or it can get expensive, but the key to kind of farming in your neighborhood, like you're talking about, is consistency with touches, and give them some things of value, like maybe on the postcard, put like some houses that have sold in the neighborhood and what they sold for. And then in the small print, you can put, who it was listed by, but because I think legally we have to do that. But everyone's curious what people's neighborhood, houses in the neighborhood sell for. So, I would just, and maybe even chat GPT that, right? Look, I want to start a campaign in my neighborhood for people to really get to know me. And I want to deliver things of value for them, right? And in my neighborhood, give me 10 things that, would be valuable to my neighbors to know as a real, being that I'm a realtor, right? So
I was thinking of offering a free valuation because I thought I always want to have something tangible and just say, this week I'm giving away free valuations. I wanted to see if you wanted me to add you to the list. Like something that I can do super easy, but then I can capture their information too at the same time. So, but yeah, having campaign plans too.
Yeah, the
that's right.
marketing
And one of the
analysis is the best.
Oh, go ahead. What's that, Kate?
The market is analysis. So yeah, just offer them now that you have their address. Just ask for their email and tell them, "Oh, can I email you your market analysis?" So you know how much the house is and how the neighborhood is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be something you can talk about.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, like a good jumping point. You already know who's interested.
Well, in one training that we had, Russ Lagan, who's one of our senior VPs, in EXP, he did a training for us talking about creating a monthly newsletter. And it's a market update, right? And so you could do that just for your neighborhood, right? And maybe on your door hanger, or your second mailing if you already have your door hanger, but you could say, I do a monthly update for the neighborhood. Let me know if you want to be added to that. And then you're just showing all the homes that are listed as sold, pending, right? What they've sold for the ones that have sold. You can just get that directly from your MLS and just do a monthly neighborhood newsletter and get people to raise their hand who want to be on that. A big majority of people would be like, yeah, I want to, I want to market update every, and it doesn't have to be just about your neighborhood, it could be about the market in general, right? Like you might have specifically a section for the neighborhood, but then other real estate news that would be relevant to them as part of your newsletter.
Okay. But I like that for just the neighborhood because I sent out one to all my contacts and it was pretty much like who I am. It's a good time to sell. It's a good time to buy. And I would just like made it very kind of like general teaser. But I like that just to have it more specific for the neighborhood.
Yeah. Just I send a monthly market update out each week. Let me know if you want to be added to it. Just need your name and your email and phone number or something, so you can get both of them. Both their contact info.
One couple of thoughts that I have. You probably could find this there. Where are you at, Melanie? Where do you live?
Ohio, Northeast Ohio.
So here in Colorado Springs, there's a couple of our title companies, and I assume probably a lot of these guys could do this, where like their marketing departments, they can get really specific information, like demographics.
Yeah.
So instead of doing like just a shotgun blast, of 500 postcards in your neighborhood or whatever that you would send out, which can get expensive, you can get a list of people who have lived in the house for 7 years or more.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a list of people that are empty nesters. You can get a list of people. I mean, literally, like they have these demographics broken down, so you're getting specific lists. So you're targeting people that are more likely to make a move. And you can target those people, which would be less expensive than just a shotgun blast of 500 postcards.
Yeah. Because I've been going for assessor's office, and that's what I've been looking for, is who's been in the house for more than, like you said, more than 5 years, and who's over one.
You might check with like a title company. Like a lot of the like our title companies here, they do have marketing departments, and a lot of them they'll do it. Sometimes they'll do it for free, whatever. They'll provide lists. Sometimes they'll partner up with you to do something. The other thing I was just looking for, there's a company out there, and I don't know if it's a Colorado thing or if it's a nationwide thing, and I've got it saved somewhere here on my computer. But they had this thing where, like literally, like you would get like a postcard or a door hanger, but they would put on there like $20 gift card for like a restaurant. Like it would be something on the card. Like they're just like they're not going to throw this away.
I think it's Boomerang.
What's that?
Boomerang.
Boomerang. Yeah. Are they still around? Do you know?
Yeah. I have people in my office that they still use it. Yeah.
You might look at that because I remember looking at one point. We just weren't looking to build our business, but yeah, Boomerang. I don't know if they're nationwide. I'm assuming they probably are, but they had this thing where again you could, like they did these partnerships with different restaurants, different coffee shops, different things. But it was really good stuff. There was a coffee shop here locally, and I just remember like it's one that I go to all the time, and they had just a stack of these coupons that were like. You came in and they also have like wine and all this kind of stuff. But it was like, like between certain hours and certain days, you could come in and get a free bottle of wine if you ordered like this charcuterie board or whatever. Here's $20 for this, and we give you the bottle of wine. And like people took that thing and ran with it. Like But again, something to look at too. Just it gives your card just even that much more value. You know what I mean? So you might just look at something like that.
Check it out. Very cool.
You know, I know how I am with stuff on my door. Most of it, I mean, I look at it and it goes in the trash. I mean, I'm just being honest, you know.
I know. I'm
I
trying
used to do, I don't know, I haven't done it for a long time, but we always did like the football schedules, that kind of stuff. And I would walk in on listing appointments and here's that football schedule on the fridge because it was magnetic.
Yeah.
You know, whatever, I have my business card, my face, all this kind of stuff, but here's the Denver Broncos football. It's on their fridge for 6 months, you know? So just there's things like that you can do that just gives it a little more shelf life in that sense.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Things out there.
But
Ohio, let's see.
Are you looking for your door knock or you post out? There is a company I haven't tried yet because I don't work with people new or don't know me. But two things that I did for my team. The first one, he haven't tried this one yet. I didn't buy I tried or not. I talked to them, but they're pretty cool. I think they send out postcard with the where the client can scan the code and they notify the house. So that's how you capture lead. Uh, I heard a lot of people have good thing about it. Probably $500 for 500 business card, about a postcard or something. When they scan it, you know that they scan it, they get the contact. What they're doing is people curious to say, let's say, just showing the area. If you have something in that area, even just show it better. If not, then somebody if you show that my company show and you want to know your how value in that scan. But the second thing I did for my client, the guy, he loved to dawn up and doing the like cold call stuff. So we put out the thing that I'm also an iBuyer, so we come direct to them to give them value. That we have these people have to sell or need to sell. Is we go after people like pre-foreclosure. He got about 8 leads from those, but we end up find out that a lot of them that they need that struggle. I mean, I had a guy would call. I have a girl call me crying and say, "David, we need your help." And then he see people come pick a window and try to buy the house and all those. And she say, we need your help with my house. And I said, well, what happened? She say that they're going to get foreclosed in 2 hours. I said, why you wait for 2 hours? We always sent out 2 weeks ago. But anyway, we're able to stop the foreclosure for them. But we end up having done, I mean, I end up closed one with that kind of thing we do, like Coca or people fee foreclosure. We have a VA. We have to go into a short sale and help them and, save the credit and stuff like that. But the strategy we do right now on commercial, because a lot of people, we actually crack C right now. He's talking about I think the one little bit too much for him on it. Half a year, but we can get to the people that a lot of people right now they have a balloon on commercial. You get 5-year balloon. So when the 5-year come due, they have to refinance the place. Let's say if they own a $10 million, they have only $2 million left. But now it balloon they have to pay, or they have to refinance, or they have to sell the place. If not, they're going to lose the place anyway because they come to be due. And a lot of investors have due that 5 years ago with a low rate, and now for some reason, some of them may have don't have good credit and they cannot qualify. So there are 3 ways that I told my mentee to do a cold call or you do prospecting like that. That with me, I'm actively looking to buy 10 plus triple net, so my LLC can buy it. Or we're going to list on the market at the agent to sell for them, or we can do a cash out with the 400 credit score for them to do a refinance, 50% loan to value. So I'm thinking that would be better. It's investment, so it's easier than a lot of buyer with emotional because they have nowhere to go.
Right? No, I understand. That makes sense. When I just pulled up a list of probate, we were able to get that online. So that's kind of my next little angle too, or one of my pillars. But the pre-foreclosure, that's a good one. I didn't think about that. So
Yep.
And I just put in, Melanie, I just put in the YouTube video from Russ. He's talking about it more from just building your database and, right, you know, if you're running into strangers and people say, what do you do? I'm a realtor. And what does everyone always ask, right? You know, how's the market? But I think you can take that concept and, you know, flip it around for the neighborhood too. Because again, I think people want to know that. What's going on in their neighborhood.
Here's that boomerang. And Katya and we both put it into the chat, the link for it. You could look into it. It's available in Ohio. I did look.
I think.
But again, like this, like you have control over this. So you could put like a QR code. You could put like free online home evaluation. www whatever. Like you could put different kinds of things right here to market yourself and your brand and get them to go to your website, whatever. But they're getting something like this right here where they're gonna hang on to it, until they use it. Get a free starter, buy one, get one, just coffee on us, just all these different things. Now this is more for Colorado, but again, buy one, get one. There's just all these different things. It just keeps your, free small pizza. I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna hang on to that and probably use it. And your name is on there. And it's marketing with you. The nice thing about some of these companies too is when you just give them your database, they do the mailing. They send it out every month. You sign on to it for 6 months and they just take care of it for you.
yeah, I see that.
You're just putting out the money to cover whatever the cost is. Now again, I have no idea how much they are. I haven't done it, but I know a lot of agents here have done it and I know it's worked well. I mean, I see those.
I've done it in the past, Jeff, and I think also when they click on the information on your card, I think your back office database, your data, where the database is, I think you can even see, right, when people have clicked on it, maybe even redeemed it. I can't remember the tracking, but there's some tracking measurements in the back office of each of the contacts that you have in there that you can see some of the activity that they're doing. So that's cool too. Right.
Yeah.
That's helpful as
It's
well.
like it's in like the bigger cities, so I don't think it'll be near my like small area, but I'll keep it because stuff like that expands and
Where are you located?
I'm in Northeast Ohio, so I'm like an hour east of Cleveland.
Okay. So they may not go.
Yeah, it looks like it's not really.
It makes me think about just
like-
even to get ideas with like take that, put it into like ChatGPT. How could I do something like this? Because you might be able to go to a couple local restaurants and
and get
work out
on
something
yourself.
yourself with them, or whatever. Like, hey, if I want to, I'm going to market your restaurant. Like I'm a realtor. I'm looking to pick up business, whatever. I want to send out 500 postcards. Or 300 postcards, whatever it is. What can we put together? Would you give a free appetizer if I send all these out? I pay for the marketing. I pay for the whatever.
Yeah.
I'll pay the. They might work like, sure, we'll do that. Whatever. It's bringing them
exactly.
business, whatever. You can almost put together your own kind of thing with that.
Yeah. Oh, I
to
love
some
that.
degree.
Yeah.
Coffee shop, a buy one get one free latte that costs them $5. I mean, it's like whatever. Like there's places will do it, and people will hang on to that.
Yeah.
It just gives it the shelf life. That's the thing, because when I get something like that, I keep it, and I keep it right here. And it's something I see every day until I use it. Versus most door hangers and postcards that we get, it's like I stand over my trash can as I sort my mail,
I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I got the coupon book, I'm like, oh, let me keep this. I might go out to eat.
That's right. May use it.
So to
Well,
put
we have
your
1
name on there
minute.
and your logo and your all that kind of
put it on
stuff
the
or whatever, it
fridge,
keeps your name in front of them.
Yeah. Keeps you in front of
Go ahead,
people.
Kevin.
Well, we have 1 minute. So I just want to make sure if anybody else has anything that they came with, a question or anything that they're struggling with, just want to make sure we get that answered for you. Okay. Well, it's top of the hour.
Good.
So, all right, everybody, have a fantastic day.
We
Rest
got a
of the
snow
week.
day here. We have a snow day in Colorado.
Oh
We
shoot,
got a
that
snow day
doesn't mean you're off, Jeff. So
Schools are
don't
closed.
get any
I'm
ideas.
checking out. I'm going back to bed. I got so much to do today.
Mhm.
So
All right, everybody. Y'all have a great day.